Well, what's going on, everybody? A happy Thursday to you out there. Guess what, Ryan? We're home.
We're home. Man,
This
it feels
is wonderful.
odd. It feels weird.
It really does.
Yeah.
It's super strange. It feels good to be back up here. It's a little warmer up here, which is kind of nice,
Yeah, a
too.
little toasty.
Kind of chilly down there in that studio.
yeah.
So
So-
obviously, a huge thank you to like Greg and Bill and Chris and everybody in engineering for making this happen.
Yeah.
It took a long time to make it happen because the parts, it just took a while for them to come in.
Mm-hmm.
So now, the second they got in, they worked on it, and now we're back up here, and it feels good to be back, Ryan.
Also, I'm not going to tell you how expensive those parts are, but Hunter and I's paycheck times multiple. So.
Yes. Probably going to be cut into there a little bit. We'll see what happens. We're all got to give a little bit to make this thing happen.
So chip in however you can by
Yes.
watching this show.
We'll put a lower third on there.
We don't need money. But
No, we don't need money.
Yeah. We appreciate you just being a viewer.
Yes.
Well, it's a big day for us being back here in the Northern Life studio upstairs here at Northern News Now. It is also a big night for Minnesota sports fans. That is because the Minnesota Wild currently up 3-2 on the Dallas Stars in the first round series. Game 6 tonight at 6:30 in St. Paul. One more win, they close it out. And I had to look this up. The last time they actually won a playoff series in general, that was back in 2015 when they beat the St. Louis Blues in the first round. I was 19 years old. Meanwhile, the Timberwolves are in Minneapolis tonight as well, looking to take down the Denver Nuggets in the first round as well, also with a 3-2 lead.
Was the last time that the Timberwolves won a first round? Was that last year? Was it last year?
I think
2
they
years ago?
probably won last year. You know, I keep getting them mixed up. 2024 was the one, I think was the exciting one against the Nuggets.
Yes.
But we lost in the Western Conference Finals. I think we probably won last year. I'd have to look it up. But,
Okay.
Yeah, but the big deal about the Wild, if they finish it tonight, a lot of Minnesota hockey fans going to be excited.
That would be wonderful, and the odds are looking good, but as Minnesotans, we're cautiously optimistic.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
know how it goes.
Yeah,
so,
certainly do. It's a roller coaster.
Yes, and I know you are a huge Timberwolves fan, but you haven't really been watching the Timberwolves, right?
Hunter, I have found a lot of joy in this past year. It's going to sound awful because I just have not been watching games. I have not been watching the Vikings games as much as I want to. I have not been watching the Timberwolves games, especially in the playoffs here. It just causes so much stress and anxiety in my body. I feel healthier not consuming it.
That's very fair. Yes. I mean, honestly, it can be such an unneeded stress. There's no reason to be so angry at a TV for something that A, you can't control, and B, it really doesn't matter at the very end of the day, but everyone gets fired up.
It's entertainment.
It's
sports,
entertainment and
but
how it goes.
It means so much to us.
Yes, it really does.
I know there's so many folks out there, so many hockey fans that have just watched so many disappointing ends to Minnesota Wild season. So this would be a great night.
I know Adam Lorch is going to be watching from his plane ride going into off towards Vietnam.
Right.
So, yep.
Oh, man, it could be huge for
Let's
the Twin
go.
Cities tonight.
Hopefully it's going to be a great night tonight. We'll see what happens and rock on here in Minnesota
rock
for
on.
sure. Coming up on today's show, we're going to meet a barista who is making customers' days a lot brighter, and we introduce you to a balloon artist who's captivating people online, hoping to pay off debt from medical school.
That's a good idea. Yeah, you gotta get a little side hustle.
Sure.
And I actually watched the first time I ever watched this guy's videos. It was like, okay, he'll make a balloon, animal or something, and then pull something like that. And you go,
nuts.
oh my goodness. He made. I think I hope they showed in the story too, but he made like an Artemis astronaut outfit too with balloons.
gosh.
So he's impressive. Yeah.
Not to brag or anything, but we've done kind of a little bit of the balloon making ourselves, so maybe we could start to try to do something like that. I don't know, build one of us out of balloons.
You can help pay for our engineering debt.
There we go. It's massive right now. Yes.
Well, big news for our Northern News Now. TMR News show Cooking with Laura Lee is going to launch next week on May 6th on Northern News Now Plus. So be sure to download the Northern News Now Plus app on your Roku, your Apple TV, or your Amazon Fire Stick. We'll also be dropping a new episode every Wednesday, starting this coming Wednesday. And I think we'll be chatting with Laura Lee either at the end of this week or early next week about her new show.
She's so excited, and we all are around here too. It's going to be a ton of fun. Just another fantastic way to continue to watch us if you are interested, of course. And she's making some fantastic dishes.
Oh, yeah. I got to try some. She left some down at the break room down there, or the newsroom table. And they were fresh, delicious, and hopefully someday the two of us will get to help, chop up some onions or something and,
That'd be
and
wonderful.
help out.
That's the other benefit is we get a lot of the food because there's a lot of leftovers, so she's gonna bring them back to the station and we get to try it out for
Someone's
sure.
got to eat it.
Yep, exactly.
We'll do it. Let's get to some talkers today. The rising cost of living now taking a toll on Americans' dating lives, especially for younger Americans out there. A new survey shows many singles are going on fewer dates and opting for lower cost activities as prices out there continue to climb. Nearly half of those surveyed say dating expenses are getting in the way of their financial goals and are simply just not worth it. So for younger generations, the numbers are adding up quickly. Gen Z adults report spending more than $200 on an average date, while millennials say they're spending close to $250.
That's very interesting. It's definitely the natural progression of dating too. You kind of just, like me and Kayla, we used to go out every single night, which was fantastic. But once we started kind of cutting back a little bit, it's almost like, oh my gosh, we got a lot of extra money.
Yeah,
This is fantastic.
Where did this come from?
Yes.
But also $200 on a date, like $100, makes a little more sense. Like
Yes.
60 to 100, I think makes sense. If you're getting that $250 date range,
That's
you're
wild.
doing something pretty extravagant.
Yeah, maybe some of the first dates or something like that. But if it's every single date, I mean, you got to budget a little bit better.
Mary and I are experiencing that too. It's like every time we leave the house, we're like, okay, we're not going to spend any money, but we leave the house, it's like $100 to $200 for the day.
Yes.
Yeah, so we want to stay home, but we also want to experience things.
It's tough to save money, but you got to do it, you know?
Yep, we got goals. A new study shows that kids are often impacted by how their parents behave at games and practices, and that parents play a key role in youth sports. The survey by Aspen Institute covered 4,000 current or former youth athletes and suggests support or pressure applied by parents can make or break a child's experience in sports. And also that data shows girls were found to be more likely to quit due to negative parent behavior, with basketball and soccer parents showing the worst behavior.
Oh, I would say hockey is probably up there as well. There's a lot of hockey parents out there.
Passionate.
But yes, very passionate.
Yeah.
Please don't yell at the refs.
Yeah.
Or, just be kinder out there.
It's not worth it. It's kind of like what we were going back to earlier, talking about watching sports. It's like, I know you love your kid and you want them to do well and you want them to succeed, but
Yes.
it's their sports. It's entertainment.
It's entertainment.
Should be fun.
Yep.
Should hopefully be some learning
You got to
experiences
be a
too.
good sport about it at the very end.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, be good people out there. Hey,
Yep.
coming up, a strange speed limit and mind-blowing balloon art. We'll be back on Northern Life. Welcome back, everybody. Going back to youth sports and parents real quick. I think I was my dad tells this story sometimes. I think I was 10 or 12, and I was playing catcher in baseball. And I may have, according to my voice as well, it dropped at an earlier age.
Yeah.
So I believe I was playing catcher, and then there was some sort of parent. There was a parent on the opposing team who was, behind home plate watching their kid as well. And I think at one point the parent said, I was going for like a foul ball or something,
Yeah.
and the parent said I lost my wedding ring due to how old I appeared.
Oh my gosh!
Compared to the other kids. So.
Whoa! Did your dad say anything? Or?
I don't know if my dad said anything.
Okay.
So my dad was a good parent in that
Yeah, that's good. That's
situation.
good. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So
Yeah.
we sometimes let the worst get the best of us.
Yeah. Don't say anything about the other kids either. Just be good people.
But now I do have a wedding ring.
That's
so.
true. He wouldn't be wrong about you. Yeah.
You can say it now.
I wish I knew what that was like. The voice dropping nice and early. My voice still has yet to.
Maybe someday.
Someday I'll get there. I don't know when.
When it drops, you'll get the wedding ring.
There we go.
There you
That's the goal anyway.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Amen. A Wisconsin recycling facility is getting attention for a very unusual speed limit. Out in Appleton, they've set it at 17.3 miles per hour. Officials say the oddly specific number is meant to make drivers slow down and think twice behind the wheel. The site sees constant traffic from trucks, workers, and residents, so safety is a top concern. Even with the decimal point, the speed limit is a real and enforceable. That's very interesting.
I think the idea is good because 17.3, you stop and you go, oh wait, what did that just say? But then I would be thinking about it for the rest of the day.
Yes, that's very true. And I actually got mad at one time because we went out to South Dakota, and in the campsite, the speed limit, I believe, was like 7 miles per hour. And I'm like telling Kayla the whole time, I'm like, why is the speed limit 7 miles per hour? And she said the exact same thing. She's like, I bet it makes you think about it.
Yeah.
It makes you go the speed limit. And I'm like, it's still stupid. I don't know why it's 7. Why not 5 or 10? It makes no sense to me.
So when you're going 17.7 miles per hour out there in
Yes.
Appleton, you're going to get pulled over.
Look out, everybody.
Yeah. Well, let's head to the East Coast now. A surgery resident tapping into some unconventional skills to help pay off a huge amount of undergrad and medical school debt.
That's right. Dr. Brandon Axelrod has nearly $500,000 in loans, so he's tapping into his past as a balloon artist to help pay it back. Jared Hale has more.
There are similarities between Dr. Brandon Axelrod's lifelong hobby and his life's calling.
We're doing complex facial reconstruction with balloons.
The 27-year-old dental school grad, now studying to be a surgeon,
Oral and maxillofacial surgery resident.
picked up balloon art and magic as a kid, inspired by his childhood dentist. Now he hopes his side hustle can help relieve the pressure of serious student loan debt.
I have $400,000 of student debt. I'm gonna make balloon animals on the internet until I get there.
Since launching a social media campaign at the beginning of 2026,
We're going to be asking people in the hospital what balloon requests they have.
Brandon's racked up hundreds of thousands of views with videos building everything from Bad Bunny to Stephen Colbert.
I had no idea balloons came in Caucasian.
And a giant leprechaun, free for a fellow hospital worker.
This is so cool.
When I had that idea, I was like, this is actually a really great way for me to give back and say thank you to people that I work with every single day.
His endeavor is also proving to be an eye-opener about the ballooning cost of med school.
In short, it's pretty expensive.
Starting this July, Congress's One Big Beautiful Bill Act puts new limits on federal student loans. Republicans say it's meant to drive down the cost of higher ed, but the American Medical Association worries the borrowing cap, on top of the growing expense, will steer future doctors toward higher-paying specialties.
That's going to leave those that depend on primary care even more short than they already are. And that's also particularly in rural and underserved areas.
Even after his loans are paid off, Brandon says he'll keep breathing life into his hobby.
Use balloon art and sort of the joy from this to help make medicine more enjoyable.
Exactly. That would be,
Less painful.
exactly. That's the goal for me.
Bringing smiles to patients of all ages. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
Aw.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's something I've never understood about like art either, is that you would like the vision that you see and then making it happen. So like he sees Stephen Colbert, how does he make that happen with the balloons that he has?
know.
I don't know. It's mind blowing
Yeah,
to me.
where do you place them?
Yes!
I think getting a balloon from him, I would hope that air stays in those balloons forever. Because I would
Yes!
just keep it in my house as long as I could.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine the day it all pops? It's like, oh, that's the worst day on the planet.
That'd be sad.
Oh.
That'd be sad. You know, the other thing might happen where, you know, he becomes so successful as a balloon artist online that he just, you know, doesn't become a surgeon.
Yeah, does the tooth thing on the side or whatever.
Yeah. He's a surgeon on the side.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll repair a heart here and there. You know.
Yeah, classic. Well, hey, let's head to Wisconsin now. We're in the Wisconsin Dells. They're getting a massive new guardian at the gates of the Delshire Resort, a 70-foot-long steel fire-breathing dragon that is the largest steel-fabricated dragon in the entire world. Sculptor Kevin Stone spent 20 months building the creature in Las Vegas before shipping it to the Dells on 3 large trucks. And the giant piece weighs an estimated 22,000 pounds. The resort's grand opening, May 10th.
Dude, did you ever legitimately believe that dragons were real as a kid? Because I definitely did. That was one. I don't know if it's because I was like maybe stupid.
Here's what I thought as a kid. Everybody told me seagulls were real, and the seagulls aren't a thing.
Well, I don't understand what you mean by that, because they are real. Like seagulls? What do
There's
you mean?
no such thing as a seagull.
What do we see out there?
Gulls.
That's a gull?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
A viewer told me that.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I saw you post that. I wasn't sure what you meant, but
Yeah. Well,
okay.
we'll
hash
explain
into
more
it.
coming up after the break here on Northern Live.
Seagulls. They're not real? I
They're
don't
not
understand.
real. Yeah, you type it. It's a misnomer.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can't believe that. I can't believe that now, similar to the horse thing that we did maybe a year or two ago, we're going to have to go to an eagle or seagull expert. Now, eagles are real. Eagles are real. But seagull expert and figure out what all this is about.
Yeah.
And there's different kinds of gulls, you're telling me?
There's like tens of different kinds of gulls.
Kinds of
Yeah.
gulls.
I think I could be wrong, but I think herrings are like related to gulls somehow.
What?
I don't know.
You're blowing my mind.
Yeah.
I gotta,
Herons.
Herons?
Heron. Yeah.
Errands.
Herring's yeah.
I gotta go on errands.
I get that wrong too. The heron thing.
Yes, one's a fish, one's a bird.
I gotta tell you, folks,
Heron.
I look up so many things on Google every single
At
day
work.
after having these conversations.
No wonder we can't. We got to fix these things all over the place. We're getting, oh my gosh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Fun times. But a new survey is spotlighting the greatest voices in history. This is interesting. Entertainment industry website Consequence polled more than 50 musicians to rank the 100 best vocalists of all time. Topping the list, Freddie Mercury, praised for his charisma, power, range, and songwriting. Aretha Franklin comes in next, known as the Queen of Soul. She's amazing. And rounding out the top 3, Whitney Houston, described as the epitome of a powerhouse vocalist. Other artists ranking in the top 10 best vocalists include Marvin Gaye, Beyonce, and Michael Jackson. What say you, Ryan?
I think those make sense. I think one that I grew up listening to, with Steve Perry, Journey.
He's got a fantastic voice.
Hard to replicate that anytime you try to sing Don't Stop Believin'.
Yes,
good luck.
yes. Oh my gosh, Led Zeppelin lead singer of Robert Plant, one of the best as well. One of my favorite buttery voices of all time is Nat King Cole.
Yeah.
Oh, I love his voice.
That's good stuff.
Who's the other guy? There's another guy I'm thinking of. I can't think of right now off the top of my head.
Seagulls?
Waylon Jennings is another good
Waylon
voice.
Jennings.
But there's a few other that definitely should be on that list.
That'd be hard to make that 10.
Otis
top
Redding.
10. Otis Redding.
Otis Redding is another one that I want to add.
Hard to make that top 10 list.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Let's get to another great singer. A Starbucks singing barista is bringing joy to customers in the drive-thru. We get more from Rayshad Pinckney.
Joy can come from a multitude of ways, but for some, it comes from the drive-thru here at Starbucks.
Hello, welcome to Starbucks. What are we getting for you?
It's not your average morning coffee run. At this Starbucks on East Avenue, customers are getting a performance with their order.
Good morning, or welcome to Starbucks.
Yes, I love her. She is the greatest.
For many in Chico, that performance is the best part of their day.
Running matcha, what else for you? Okay, $5.95, come on through.
Veronica Davis, known as the singing barista, says the energy customers see is just who she is.
Because I really don't even try. It just comes out, you know.
And it's not just turning heads, it's making a difference.
Makes my day happy, and she always remembers my name and what kind of drinks I want.
Davis says on tough days, that kind of feedback keeps her going.
Happiness is based on circumstance, and it can, whatever makes you happy can go away. But joy comes from above and within.
So I took a ride through the drive-thru myself to see if I can brighten up her day.
Hello, welcome to Starbucks. What are we getting for you today?
Well, I am the Action News Now reporter, and I got a little thirsty. Davis has been with Starbucks for nearly 2 decades and says loving what you do makes all the difference.
You know, if you're going to rise, you might as well shine.
In Chico, I am Rayshad Pinckney, Action News Now.
Oh,
what an awesome
cute.
person. I think you and I can both relate to her with our sing-songy ways, you know?
Thanks for watching us today.
Nothing live. Thank you so much.
We do it all the time to get out of awkward situations. We'll see you in a little bit. Welcome back, everybody, to some quick inside baseball. Yeah, I was wanted to say I kept waiting for Starbucks, for him to be inside Starbucks and filming that. However, as us in the news industry know, probably a lot of hoops to jump through to get corporate Starbucks to allow you to film inside the store. So that's why he was shooting outside.
That's what's kind of nice about filming at local businesses is you can literally just walk up to the person and be like, "Mind if we go in here and film some stuff?" With corporate, you got to jump through a bunch of hoops to go inside of places.
A lot of different bosses.
Yep, but you are legally able to film from the sidewalk. So that's what that was all about. There you go. That's fantastic new stuff you're learning.
No seagulls.
No seagulls, just gulls. After we say goodbye here today, head over to northernnewsnow.com. On there, we're going to be having more fun on Northern Life Online, talking about an unusual trademark from Taylor Swift and the final season of Ted Lasso heading to viewers soon.
Yeah, a lot of people like Ted Lasso. I still have yet to actually sit down and watch it.
Oh my gosh.
But I know a lot of people look forward to it. So they're
good.
looking forward to this new season that's coming out.
You would love that show for sure.
Yeah, I know. It looks positive.
Yep.
Hey, when we see you tomorrow, we'll be joined by Lake Superior Zoo. They're getting ready for a rescheduled Easter event, actually. They had to cancel that due to bad weather, it sounds like. Now going to be dinosaur themed. So sounds like a whole lot of family fun. We'll hear from them about this weekend's activities coming up tomorrow here on Northern Life.
I want to see a bunch of kids dressed up as dinosaurs. That'd be fantastic.
That'd be great. Or a seagull.
Or a seagull. Something like that out there. We thank you so much. We love you all so much.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Find some time to throw a line or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.